In the bustling heart of Mumbai, among the honking cars, neon signs, and ocean of people, sat a man almost invisible to the world. Ragged clothes, tangled hair, and a weather-beaten face made him blend with the dirt around the pavement of CST station. People knew him only as Ramu, the beggar who never left his corner. Every day, office-goers walked past him, some dropping coins out of habit, others averting their eyes. He never asked for money, never stretched out his hand. He just sat there, scribbling on crumpled pieces of paper, muttering to himself. What nobody knew was that Ramu had once been Rahul Mehra, a name that once echoed in the corridors of Delhi University, a commerce prodigy hailed by professors as the next big thing. That was until a fatal car crash took his entire family. Grief-stricken and burdened with trauma, Rahul walked out of the hospital one day and never returned. He shed his name, his ambition, his identity, and ended up on the streets of Mumbai. Years passed, but what never left him was his mind. Every night, under the flickering street lamp, he wrote on discarded receipts, wrappers, and napkins, ideas, models, plans. A security guard from a nearby ATM booth, Dinesh, sometimes watched him with amusement. "Kya likhta hai re tu?" Dinesh once asked. Ramu looked up, smiled, and said, "Business plans." Dinesh laughed. "Aur tu banega business tycoon in Gande Kapdan, Maine?" Ramu just smiled and continued writing. One monsoon night, as water lashed down in sheets, Dinesh offered Ramu shelter inside the ATM vestibule. There, under dry light and the humming of machines, Ramu unfolded one of his scribbled papers and began explaining a mobile-based payment system that worked even on feature phones, a system tailored for the poor and unbanked. Dinesh was stunned. He knew this wasn't ordinary madman's rambling. He had seen his cousin, a software engineer, talk about similar things. The next morning, out of curiosity, Dinesh took one of Ramu's notes to his cousin, Sandeep, a software developer at a startup. Sandeep was skeptical at first, but as he read the notes, his face turned serious. "Where did you get this?" he asked. Dinesh hesitated. "From a beggar." 2 days later, Sandeep came to see Ramu. He asked questions. Ramu answered like a professor. Code architecture, monetization strategy, real-time transactions. He laid it all out with the clarity of a seasoned entrepreneur. "Who are you?" Sandeep asked, astonished. "Someone who forgot who he was," Ramu said simply. Sandeep offered him a chance, a place to stay, clean clothes, and a laptop. Ramu refused. "Not yet," he said. "Let me prove it first." And so they worked together, quietly. Dinesh brought Ramu chai and biscuits. Sandeep coded at night and presented prototypes during the day. Ramu advised, corrected, and envisioned. They called the platform Pehchan, meaning identity. It allowed anyone with a basic phone to access digital wallets through missed calls and SMS. It was cheap, intuitive, and targeted the millions who were left behind by India's fintech boom. When they finally pitched Pehchan at a startup event in Bangalore, the judges were intrigued. "Who's the founder?" one asked. Ramu, now wearing a borrowed shirt and shaven face, stepped onto the stage. The audience fell silent. He began, "Ladies and gentlemen, I was once a name in the academic world. Then I lost everything and became invisible. But in my invisibility, I saw what most entrepreneurs don't, the real India." The room broke into applause. Investments poured in. Media went crazy. "Beggar to billionaire?" screamed headlines. But Ramu remained grounded. He moved into a modest home, hired people from slums, and gave Dinesh and Sandeep equal partnership. But not all were happy. A month after their success, a man named Vikram Singh surfaced, claiming he had known Ramu years ago in Delhi, and that Ramu had stolen the idea from him. It became a scandal. Investors paused funding. Pehchan's reputation teetered. Ramu didn't flinch. He invited Vikram to a public debate. On stage, Vikram accused Ramu of theft, of betrayal. Ramu responded by pulling out a moldy notebook, one he had written in during his early days on the street. Dates, diagrams, and even a letter addressed to his deceased mother were in it, all predating Vikram's supposed invention. Vikram had no proof, only claims. The audience sided with Ramu. Pechan bounced back stronger than ever. Ramu set up incubation centers for poor innovators. He refused luxury but gave generously to mental health foundations. When asked why he never went back to being Rahul Mehra, he said, "Because Ramu found something Rahul never did, purpose." Today, at every Pechan branch, a framed quote reads, "Sometimes rock bottom hides buried treasure," and the man on the footpath became a legend.